We are the College of Sciences, and we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to showcase our departments and programs that we have. My name is Edwin Barea Rodriguez. I am a professor in neuroscience and associate dean of student success, and I will be moderating the session today together with Tracy Lopez, who is the program coordinator for the Student Success Center. Tracy, we lost the presentation. Sorry, we apologize for that. So a quick reminder, please mute your microphone and turn off the camera during the presentation. Also, we encourage you to visit the Student Resource Hub on UTSA app for more information about our college. And after the presentation, fill out the survey on the UTSA Day app for a chance to win a UTSA t-shirt. So again, we thank you for being here. Next. So we have a number of presenters today. So again, I will be co-hosting with Tracy Lopez, and I will also be presenting for biology. We have chemistry that will be presented by Victoria Doherty, who is a professor of organic chemistry. Computer science, we're going to have Kimberly Ward. Environmental sciences and ecology, we will have Jeff Jackson. Geological sciences, Carla Kidd. Mathematics, Carla Lara. And physics and astronomy, Dr. Angela Speck, who is actually the chair of the Department of Physics. Next. In addition, we have a number of managers on the chat, and we are excited to have a number of students. So the name of the managers of the chat are there, but we also have a number of students who will be who are joining us. So please use the chat to ask questions related to the program or the college in general. Next. So the college, this is an overview of the College of Sciences, and there are four main things that we emphasize in the college, and we celebrate diversity and inclusivity. We solve tomorrow's problems, but we do it today. We are world-class scientists. Yes, when you join the college, you are a scientist, and we are here to change lives and save lives. So we are excited about this. We are a very large college. We have over 3,000 students, and we have a number of programs, masters and doctoral programs, and funding and research opportunity for our students. And you're going to be hearing about this and during all the other presentations. So one of the things that we encourage our students is to consider conducting research. What is the advantage of that? You get to interact with the faculty and develop relationship with the students. And in many of these programs, you get paid to be part of this program. So think about research. Again, come and talk to us and during the chat, and we can give you more information about this opportunity. Next. There are a number of programs that we want to showcase. One is the Rising Researchers. So you as a freshman can come in and join this program. And if you successfully complete the program with all the different activities, this is not a class. This is just experiential learning type of opportunity. You receive a $300 as an award that you can use in whichever way you want. Next. We also have a couple of programs that we showcase, the Mark and Rice program. So you are interested in work in physics and biology and chemistry in particular. You get to work in a lab, and this is mainly when you're a junior and senior, and get paid, and also help you with your tuition. So again, check us out. The contact information is on the slide. So another program that we have is You Teach. So you're thinking about pursuing teaching in K-12. This is a great opportunity, especially we are in need of science teachers. So the You Teach program gives you the opportunity to be part of the college, and in collaboration with the College of Education and Human Development, you get to have a teaching certification. So again, the contact information is there. So check us out. It's a great program. And we, a year ago, we started and opened the College of Sciences Student Success Center. We are located in the Biosciences Engineering Building, and we have a number of resources and opportunities that we provide to you. We are here to help you succeed. That's our main goal. And we partner with other offices to offer academic support and counseling and so on. So check us out, and Tracy Lopez, the Student Success Center Coordinator. One thing that you will see during these presentations is that we emphasize getting connected with different type of student organizations. So we have over 70 students organizations in all the disciplines. So you're going to hear this more specifically during the presentation. So please check the different students organization. Is excited again to connect with the students and also to connect with faculty in these organizations. So now I'm going to be sharing biology, and again in the chat room you're going to see Jessica Childs and Hannah Jacob managing the chat. So the biology department, we have two main degrees: a general Bachelor of Sciences degree in biology, and a Bachelor of Sciences in microbiology. Within the Bachelor of Sciences in biology, we have a number of concentrations, as you see them on the screen, and we want to emphasize two new concentration: the biology teaching certification and also the pre-medical sciences. So if you're interested in health profession career, this is the place to be. And also there are a number of graduate programs. I know that you're just beginning to think about school, and I hope that you join us as future road runners. But we do have two master programs in biology and biotechnology and two PhD programs. And again, if you need more information about opportunities and all of this, check us in the chat. Next. So there is a new initiative in the Department of Biology, is the Sophomore Research Initiative. And this is actually classes that you get to take for credit, and you get to do research, actual research with other students and faculty in different areas such as immunology, stem cell, microbiology, and biochemistry, river ecology. This is a great opportunity, and that we want to expand research opportunities within the Department of Biology. So, keep that in mind as you move through the program. Next. Another opportunity that we have is that we are here to provide you with a preparation to pursue a job or other careers. So the Department of Biology have a number of potential careers that you can pursue. And for that, we have what is called the Lunch and Learn panel discussion. This is when we bring alumni who got the degree from the Department of Biology, and they come back and they share all the opportunities and how we prepare them to pursue the different careers that they are now have. So the good thing, by the way, about this particular Lunch and Learn series is they usually happen on Tuesdays, is that you get free pizza. So free things that you can get from them. So please keep an eye for the Lunch and Learn panel discussion. Next. And as I mentioned in the college, there are a number of student organizations and ways to get involved within the Department of Biology. So we have for example, you have the American Society of Microbiology and UTSA, biology diplomats. And one thing about undergraduate research opportunities that you get some perks, some free things that you can get through the department. So please check out the Department of Biology if that's your interest, and we are here to help you. Now we're going to have the Department of Chemistry, and the presenter will be Victoria Doherty, and Dr. Susan Thomas will be managing the chat.
Good morning, future road runners. My name is Victoria Doherty, and I teach organic chemistry here at UTSA. If you have any questions, Dr. Susan Thomas is in the chat room and she'd be more than happy to ask you some or answer your questions. Just a real quick overview of our department. It's a relatively small department. We have 24 faculty members in our department. We do research in our department, and we also have a teaching portion of our department. Currently, we're ranked #1 in Nature Index. It's a journal article that said that we were the #1 chemistry department of any school in America that was less than 50 years old. Next, please. One of the reasons you should choose us is because we offer so many different degrees. We have a degree in chemistry, which is a Bachelor's of Science degree. Chemistry degrees will allow you to do research and go off to graduate school, so you can get advanced degrees in chemistry, master's degrees, PhD degrees. We also have a BS in biochemistry. This is a degree that we put together with a joint effort with the biology department. This is a very popular degree for pre-health professions, pre-med, pre-dent, pre-pharm. There's a lot of classes that are in our degree plan that the chemistry department offers and the bio department offers that will serve as a prerequisite for whatever school you're going to want to go to. We offer a BA in chemistry, and with this you can get a teaching certificate if that is what you need. The teaching certificate will allow you to teach 8th grade through 12th grade, and you'll be specialized in that particular area, which less than 7% of all teachers teaching chemistry in high school in Texas are certified or had their degree in that particular discipline. Coming soon, we're going to be offering a BS in medicinal chemistry. Medicinal chemistry is a chemistry that focuses on small molecules that are used for drug delivery and drug research. This is a very popular degree for pre-pharmacy students. It'll give you an idea of different types of molecules that are common in different types of pharmaceuticals. We're working on a forensics chemistry degree. Obviously, most people know forensics chemistry is what? You use chemistry to solve crimes or figure out what maybe happened, thousands of years ago. Okay. And so I know a lot of people think that chemistry is really hard, and it's not the easiest degree, I'll give you that, but it's probably one of the most interesting degrees. Once you get over that hump of your fear of learning chemistry, it opens up so many new avenues for you to explore, okay? And you can do that with us. You can gain valuable experience working with our faculty. We have award-winning faculty, and we have faculty that are currently in the headlines right now, okay? Because we are such a small department. Once you get into your sophomore or junior year, you can start doing what we call an independent study. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But as an undergraduate, you'll be able to work on your own research project. This is very unusual at a large school. Most of the chemistry departments at other schools are so large, you get thrown into a research project with another graduate student. Here, we have several undergraduate students that have actually published their own research, which is, again, very uncommon, especially at the larger universities. In addition to that, our degree is recognized by the American Chemical Society. This is our national professional organization, and it's basically their seal of approval that says that, yes, you are a certified chemist when you exit our program. Next slide, please. So an overview of some of the things that we're doing. The gentleman circled in blue there is Dr. Doug Franz. He is currently working on treatments for COVID-19. Maybe you've heard of that. It's been in the news a little lately. Okay. He has a series of small molecules that are currently being tested over at UT Health Science Center for their ability to kill the virus, the COVID-19 virus. Currently, him and another individual, Dr. Stan McCarty, are utilizing their laboratory space to make hand sanitizer for a lot of the local hospitals. And so as a chemist, a lot of what you do is research, but once you get to a point, or if you're attached to a lab, you may actually get a chance to make an impact current, right? And so this is something that a lot of the other programs may or may not offer you because, what is it that chemists do? Well, we solve problems, okay? And chemists make drugs. Drugs kill COVID-19. Next slide. Okay. An overview of some of the other labs that we do. This is going back to my let's make an impact now. Dr. Larinoff, maybe you've heard of hydroxychloroquine. It's also been in the news. Dr. Larinoff have made several small molecules that have been found to be effective against different types of funguses, malarias, bacteria, viruses, and whatnot. The core structure of this molecule is chloroquine. And so he's also sending off some of his smaller molecules to be screened against COVID-19. Okay. As far as doing research goes, a lot of the programs that we offer do allow you to go to conferences. Dr. Doyle sent one of his undergraduate students to Asia recently, where she won the top award of all the international students called the Platinum Award. Her name is Lene Messi, and she is currently attending a PhD program at the Scripps University. Okay, maybe you've heard of the Scripps spelling bee. It's that Scripps. Dr. Shantz's lab, what he does is he works on solar panels. And so what he's doing right now, one of his many projects, is helping to increase the amount of energy that is converted from ultraviolet energy, so the sun's energy, into electricity. Okay. Right now that conversion is very low, and he's working on a way to make these solar panels more effective. Next slide, please. Okay. When you do become a sophomore or a junior, you'll be doing an independent research study. As Dr. Barrera mentioned, we have several scholarship opportunities where you can apply for grants so you can get paid to take these classes that are mandatory. Okay. A lot of our faculty members also have funding. Okay. The RISE program is also available for students. So there's lots of funding opportunities for you once you do start your research. Next slide. And the last thing I'd like to talk about is what you can do with a chemistry degree. There's really not a lot you can't do with a chemistry degree. Obviously, all the scientific professionals, okay, but you can keep going into different venues. Next slide. Okay. We have an award-winning student organization called the Chemistry Society. They work with K through 12 schools for outreach programs. They do experiments. They go to different middle schools and high schools, meet with the students. They're part of the American Chemistry Society. They have bi-weekly meetings, so it gives you an opportunity to socialize with your friends that are getting the same degree that you're getting, and network with other faculty members so that when you are a freshman, you can start meeting these individuals and eventually become a member of their lab. Okay, it's a really good organization. If you have any questions, you can reach out with them through social media. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, and thanks for visiting us.
Thank you, Victoria. And by the way, I see a lot of activity in the chat. So again, we continue asking you to check us on the chat. We're going to have computer science, and the presenter will be Kimberly Ward.
Hello, Roadrunners, future Roadrunners and family. My name is Kimberly Ward, and I am the Senior Program Coordinator for the Department of Computer Science. And so we're just going to go over a quick overview of our department and some options for you guys if you're considering majoring in computer science or possibly minoring in computer science. Computer science is one of the most growing programs right now. We have 3 different degree programs in computer science. We have an undergraduate, master's, and a PhD. And 5 years ago, we were at 700 students, and now we're over 1,500. So our program is greatly growing due to student demand. And so we're constantly hiring faculty to try and keep up with student demand. We have 31 full-time faculty, 20 of which are full-time tenure track faculty who do research here at UTSA. 2 of those faculty are in the top 35 cybersecurity educators list, and 8 of them have received National Science Foundation Early Career Awards, which means that they're early young faculty who have done extraordinary research and have been recognized by the National Science Foundation for their extraordinary research. Just going over some brief rankings of our department, you may have heard of the #1 cybersecurity in the US by the Ponemon Institute. UTSA Computer Science was rated #2 in graduate programs by universities.com. Since we're still a relatively young university, like Dr. Doherty had said, we're still improving our rankings, but we're pretty high up compared to our national colleagues. Next slide, please. Our computer science program is broken up into 3 different I like to call them little subgroups. So this is the core curriculum that all computer science majors take. There's the theoretical foundations, so we do go up to Calculus 2, and then from there, there's some computer science specific math courses that take what you've learned in the Calculus 1 and Calculus 2 and show you how to implement it in computer science settings. Then there's the basic programming. There's where you learn how to code and how to develop your software to be a sustainable software engineer. A lot of the questions I get from students is, do I need to know coding before I join computer science? The answer is no. The faculty work with students from the ground up. We assume that you come in not knowing any coding language, going to programming 1. So we teach you introductory Java and then move on to C, because they're both very basic Linux languages that you can transition easily into other languages as you go into your computer science program, whether it be Perl, C++, et cetera, et cetera. And then the third part is systems. So once you have that theory foundation and the programming skills, we show you how to implement those into different computer settings and systems. Next slide, please. So after students take the core curriculum, they have 24 elective hours to either choose an optional concentration, which is one of the great things about our department, about our degree program, is that you're able to tailor your degree program into the area of interest or career field that you want to do after you graduate. For example, we have a concentration in cybersecurity, concentration cloud and systems, software engineering, and data science. And the great thing is that these are completely optional. So if you don't want to do a concentration, you can just pick and choose the electives that sound fun to you or sound of interest to you, like artificial intelligence, web design, game design, et cetera, et cetera. These are completely optional, but the great thing is that once you graduate, on your diploma, you'll get an extra line that says Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with concentration in cybersecurity, if that's what you chose. Next slide, please. Another option that students can do after they take their core curriculum is called the cyber operations track, which is still fairly new. It's a little bit different from the concentrations that I just showed in the previous slide, in that this track is basically the most intensive cybersecurity related track that we have in our bachelor's program. The National Security Agency recognized this program as a center of academic excellence. And that's basically a stamp of approval that says that the students who do this track gain the knowledge that they expect their applicants to come in when they're related to cyber operations. All the elective courses would be taken in our cybersecurity related classes. And for more information, the link is below, and we can go into it more in the Q&A. Next slide, please. Some other options for you guys, if you already have your heart set on another major, you can also minor in computer science, because like I said, computer science is related to all industries. Everyone uses data. Everyone uses some kind of program or some kind of algorithm to make sense of that information. So having that kind of programming and analysis knowledge is actually very helpful no matter which major you're in. And it's only 20 semester credit hours to get a minor. Something else that we do offer is the Certificate in Pathogenic Outbreak Investigations, which is basically an interdisciplinary certificate program where you take a couple classes in bio, IS, CS, and engineering. And at the end, you do a capstone project that takes together what you've learned into a topic of your interest or of your choice. So that's actually available for all students, not just computer science students. Next slide. So our faculty are very recognized in a wide variety of research topics, from cybersecurity, big data, machine learning, virtual augmented reality, which you can see in the picture. We also have a couple research centers that are led by computer science faculty, including the Institute for Cybersecurity and Center for Infrastructure Assurance and Security. So if you're interested in possibly getting involved in research, those options are available for undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral students. If you want some more information on how to get involved in research, or what are the steps to kind of find out if you want to get into research, you can always shoot us an email afterwards at cs@utsa.edu. And also, I wanted to show some student placements from this past fall 2019 graduates. These are some companies that students were able to get to after graduation. Next slide. And just the last slide. So we have a very active student community. We have the ACM student chapter that hosts a Rowdy Hacks hackathon and other events throughout the year, social, academic, hands-on workshops with industry people, and the Computer Security Association. So if you're of the competitive nature type, you can go compete again with the cyber students at different competitions in the nation. And that's as much as I can do today. So thank you very much for your time. And if you have questions, let us know in the chat.
Thank you, Kimberly. And now we have the Department of Environmental Science and Ecology, and will be presented by Jeff Jackson.
Good morning, Roadrunners. Welcome to the Department of Environmental Science and Ecology. My name is Jeff Jackson. I'm the undergraduate advisor for environmental science and ecology here at UTSA. In the chat room, we also have Julian Chavez and Jason Gagliardi, who are ready to answer any questions you might have. So feel free to chat with them while I'm talking or even after I finish. Next, stay here. The Environmental Science Department offers 3 undergraduate degrees and 2 graduate degrees. At the undergraduate level, we have a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, a Bachelor of Science in Multidisciplinary Sciences, as well as a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies. At the graduate level, we offer a master's degree in environmental science, as well as a doctoral degree in environmental science and engineering. Our most popular major in environmental science our most popular major is environmental science. And in environmental science, we have 4 areas of study. In the aquatic sciences area of study, it's about everything water. Students often become fisheries biologists or watershed ecologists or water pollution investigators. Environmental management area of study focuses on environmental changes, maximizing human benefits while minimizing human impacts. Natural resource and wildlife management area of study seeks to balance the needs of our wildlife and wild landscapes with the needs of people. And conservation, restoration, ecology area of study works to preserve endangered species and landscapes by renewing and restoring degraded ecosystems. We also offer a Bachelor of Science in Multidisciplinary Sciences, where students take a wide variety of science content and route to a Texas Science Composite Teacher's Certification. The Science Composite Certification is different from subject area certifications in that you can teach any secondary science subject, which makes you much more marketable across the state of Texas and really around the entire United States. Good science teachers will always have job opportunities. This fall, we will be offering the newest bachelor's degree here at UTSA, the brand new Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies. This degree will be a unique blend of cutting-edge environmental science, anthropology, environmental policy, sustainability, public administration. Students in environmental studies use what they learn in environmental sciences, but also in social sciences and humanities to understand environmental and human problems. Next slide, please. Dr. Janice Bush is the chair of the department, and Jason Gagliardi is one of the undergraduate advisors for the department. Feel free to reach out to them anytime you have any questions about UTSA Environmental Science Ecology Department. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter if you like those platforms. Next slide, please. What makes environmental science and ecology different is our family atmosphere. Compared with other science majors, we're still fairly small with only 300 students, 30 graduate students, and 26 full-time faculty. Our students get to know each other and develop lifelong friendships. We actively promote this by employing upper division students to return to their lower division classes and tutor our newer students. These tutors have significant impacts on the grades for this next generation of students, but they also act as mentors, helping them navigate the large university experience. We have several great student organizations where students can explore the university, making friends and expanding their professional network. The very popular Green Society does great work on campus and around the community and regularly goes on camping trips together. One of the newest student organizations on campus is the UTSA chapter of the Wildlife Society, which has already gotten our students noticed nationally with presentations of their work at national conferences. Next slide, please. Many of our courses focus on experiential learning where possible with lab and field components. Some field-oriented courses include woody plants, watershed processes, ornithology, entomology, ichthyology, and flowering plants. We also offer a field biology course during the summer, which includes camping in the field for 3 weeks, learning real field biology techniques, applying the knowledge gained from other classroom-based courses. Next slide, please. We We also actively promote undergraduate research and internship opportunities. Our faculty have undergraduate students in their labs doing real research. Our students travel the world doing research and presenting their findings. Our students also do internships all around the country. These experiences are very important for your resume. Next slide, please. Perhaps the ultimate test for any major is what comes next. The answer in the Department of Environmental Science and Ecology is almost anything. Our students are heavily recruited by graduate schools nationwide, by private environmental companies, and a multitude of local, state, and national public sector agencies. We have a particularly close relationship with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, as well as the United States Fish and Wildlife Service. Both of these agencies are regularly on campus recruiting our UTSA environmental science students. In fact, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service actually gives UTSA environmental science students preference when applying for internships and jobs. Let me close by saying again, welcome to UTSA. Should you have any questions about our department or really anything UTSA, you can reach out to us on social media or by emailing the department directly. Thank you for your time. Go Runners.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for all the information. Again, we remind everyone on the chat. I see a lot of activity, so that's exciting. And now we have the Department of Geological Sciences, and the presenter will be Carla Kidd.
Welcome, future road runners, to the Department of Geological Sciences. I'm Carla Kidd, and Dr. Hongji Shi, who is a professor and chair of the department, will be managing the chat room. Next slide, please. I want to go over some quick facts about our department and what we have to offer. We are a small department, and we have about 18 faculty, 180 students, 10 labs, 2 research centers, 7 undergraduate and graduate programs, 5 research focus areas, $5 million in research funding to support our labs, research, and students, 7 department scholarships, 3 student organizations. Next slide, please. I also want to go over our degree options and degree plans that we have. You can either earn a BS or BA in geology. The BS is for those students who intend to become professional geologists or plan to attend graduate school in geosciences. And the BA is for those looking to receive a quality preparatory education in the discipline. A degree in geology will prepare you for careers in petroleum, mining, water resources, environmental management, government agencies, engineering, geology, geochemistry, geophysics, and natural resources. For those students who with specific interest in addressing water resources or climate issues, we also offer 2 areas of concentration within the geology degree, whether it's the BS or the BA. Hydrology and earth system and climate. We also offer an undergraduate certificate in geographic information system programs. Students from any degree program at UTSA can apply for this certificate, and courses taken for this certificate program can be applied to any degree program with an approval of your undergraduate advisor. We also have a geoinformatics track in the multidisciplinary studies BS degree offered through the University College. In our graduate programs, we have a Master's of Science degree in geology and geoinformatics. Both master's degree programs have thesis and non-thesis options available. Our PhD program in environmental science and engineering is a joint program supported by faculty in engineering, environmental sciences, and geological sciences. Next slide, please. Our areas of research, we have 5 areas of research for our undergraduate and undergraduate students in geoinformatics, geology, and geophysics, paleo environment, reconstruction, polar and climate sciences, water cycle sciences. The department encourages collaborations among different research groups across campus and with other institutions. Department faculty, researchers, and students pursue field and laboratory studies of geological and environmental problems. The department's facilities include biogeochemistry, hydrogeology, isotope geochemistry, micropaleontology, stratigraphy, remote sensing, spatial analysis, river science, and sea ice studies. We have 2 centers in the department, mainly which are funded by the National Science Foundation and NASA, and we have over $5 million in new funding. As I mentioned before, our Center for Water Research was established in about 1987 by a grant from the National Science Foundation. The center is a research component of the College of Sciences and the College of Engineering at the university, and it is funded from a variety of public and private research funding. Our NASA Center, which is a Center for Advanced Measurements in Extreme Environments, was established in 2019 by a grant from NASA. The NASA Center is a multi-institutional partnership between our university's College of Sciences, College of Engineering, the Alamo Colleges districts, the University of California, Los Angeles, and the University of Colorado, Boulder. The center partners with 3 NASA centers for our summer research internship opportunities. Our center provides support to undergraduate and all the way to postdoctoral students. Our overall center goal is to build a sustainable source, diverse, highly trained researchers to enter the nation's workforce in NASA fields for Earth system sciences, remote sensing technologies, computational fluid dynamics, and experimental fluid mechanics in support of NASA's Science, Aeronautics, and Space Technology Mission Directorates. Next slide, please. After your degree, if you're wondering what's next, a lot of our majors go into jobs and have common job titles of geologist, environmental scientist, civil engineering, environmental engineer, and general engineer. 30% of the industry that our jobs are held in are in the oil and gas extraction industry. Starting off, salaries for starting off position, salaries range from $45,000 throughout a 10-year career, going up to about $78,000. Most of where these job titles or careers are held are in the San Antonio, Houston, Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Denver area. Next slide, please. In our department, we also have several undergraduate graduate scholarships. Our scholarships are awarded based on academic excellence, need, and excellence of the proposal as determined by our department scholarship committee. Scholarships amount vary, but can range up to $1,500 for students. Please make sure you visit our website for additional details and scholarship deadlines to ensure that you are in the pool for review for our next scholarship opportunities. Next slide, please. Our student organizations, we have 3 in the department. 2 of them have chapters, the AAPG and the AEG are national organizations, and we also have a student geological society. Our student organizations give you the opportunity to broaden your horizons, learn new skills, and establish a network of contacts in your chosen field, which can assist in furthering your success as you transition from college to the real world. Thank you for your time, and please reach out to us if you have any questions regarding our degree programs, our department, or research activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. And now we have Carla Lara, who will be presenting for the Department of Mathematics.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Carla, and today I will be talking to you about the math department here at UTSA. If you have any questions, feel free to chat with Brenda in the chat room, and she'll be able to help you out with any questions that you have. So if you aren't familiar with us yet, make sure to follow us on our social media sites. We update regularly and post about incoming events, special announcements, speakers, clubs, job opportunities, and more. In addition to our social media links, we've also provided our department website link. Please make sure to check it out and familiarize yourself with all the great opportunities we have going on. Next slide, please. We have our undergraduate and graduate degrees in this slide that's offered by the math department. First, we have the Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics, which we offer with 2 concentrations. We have mathematics and general mathematical studies. And on the right side, we have our master programs, which are Master of Science in Mathematics, Master of Science in Math Education, and lastly, Master of Science in Applied Mathematics. Next slide, please. With all those math courses you will be taking, we also offer 2 tutoring labs. If you ever need assistance with an assignment or need to study for an exam, our tutors are here to help. The UTSA Math Lab and Calculus Lab is open and free to all UTSA students, so you don't have to pay for anything. Anyone that is enrolled in a mathematics course is able to use these labs. Our tutors are either upper division or graduate students that can help with many courses ranging from college algebra to foundations of mathematics to even some math-related science courses. So we do have very, very smart tutors, and they're willing to learn and help you out with anything that you need. And we do have very flexible hours ranging from Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Fridays until 4 p.m. We know that our students have very, long hours and long schedules. So we want to make sure that our tutors are available for you at any time of the day. And of course, at the moment, we are offering virtual tutoring services for all UTSA students, which is what you are seeing in your screens at the moment. Through these difficult times, we want to make sure that our students are still getting plenty of help and the assistance that they need to succeed in their courses. Next slide, please. So several of our faculty serve as editors of national and international journals. Our faculty are actively involved in basic research and instructional grants, many which do support student participation in STEM programs. Some of the faculty research includes the following areas, which you're seeing on your screen. We have mathematical biology, mathematics of finance, computability, theory, and the list goes on. So as you can see, our faculty has a wide range of skills and knowledge to help you through any path you choose to take. And we hope that our instructors can serve as mentors and guide you whichever way you choose. Next slide, please. If you're a student who enjoys math and would like the opportunity to teach students, we do offer tutoring positions each semester, which is what you're seeing on your screens. If you're a math student who is planning on applying to a graduate program, this is the perfect opportunity to further your math skills and really get the chance to have that one-on-one opportunity with our tutors, with our students. And as a mathematics master's degree seeking student, we also offer teaching assistantships. So I have linked those applications on your screens. If you're still in high school, which I know most of you are, you can always go ahead and look those applications up and see what is required. That way you have some type of knowledge of what you need to work for to get that application ready for us. Next slide. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention one last thing. Many of our students start off as tutors during their undergrad degrees and move on to teaching assistantships as graduate students. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to move forward in your career if you do plan on joining a graduate program. And lastly, we have our careers in math. One of the questions I always get from students is, what can I do with a degree in math besides being a math teacher? And all the careers you see on your screen involve math. And if we're being honest, math is used in hundreds of other careers. Math is used every single day. You're buying groceries and you want a budget, math is used for everything. So if you've ever been discouraged with math, I'm here to let you know that our department will do everything to help you succeed and further those math skills. And that's all for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to message Brenda in our chat. And thank you for tuning in with me.
Thank you, Carla. And now we have the Department of Physics and Astronomy.
Hello, everybody. My name's Angela Speck. I'm the chair of the Department of Physics and Astronomy. And today we have Chris Dunn, who is our lab coordinator. He's the chat guy, along with a couple of our current undergrads. So feel free to ask them questions, what it's like to be in the department. The department is small to medium sized. We've got 24 full-time faculty. Of those, 6 are women, which is unusual in a physics department. And we also have this connection to the Southwest Research Institute. You'll have seen this name come up, SWRI. This is a nonprofit organization that specializes in science research. We have 16 scientists from SWRI who also teach courses for our graduate students and advise on research. So that's a really big strength that we have, partnering with them in order to expand what we can offer. We currently have a little over 120 physics majors and nearly 80 graduate students. Most of those are PhD students. And all of those students have an opportunity to work on world-class research in the department. We cover a lot of different fields within astronomy, within physics and astronomy, from the tiny to the huge, so from the nanometer scale, materials and technology, all the way up to extragalactic scales. And we cover things that are from astrophysics through to material science, but we're also taking some of those materials and applying them to how to do nanoscale technology and how to do biophysics, which is applying physics to doing medical devices and things like that. We also have access to space physics through SWRI. And so there are lots of ways in which we work together. We're also interdisciplinary. We work with people in other departments in the college and also across in other colleges. And for all of this research, we have state-of-the-art laboratories and computational facilities, which our students have access to. Next slide, please. So we have just the one degree program. It's a Bachelor of Science in Physics. It takes 4 years. The first courses that people usually take are the math, because you need quite a bit of math to do physics. Don't let that scare you. And you also need to take some chemistry and some computer programming. Once you got through that, there's a whole bunch of other courses within physics that you can take. Next slide, please. We have advanced courses, so you have a whole bunch of core courses that are in physics, and then we also have electives that you can take. We have a minor in astronomy, which basically means that you're taking your electives in astronomy courses rather than straight physics. And all of these courses are aimed at providing a solid preparation for whatever comes next. You heard from other departments that our degrees really prepare you for a lot of potential careers. Physics is no different. In fact, physics is a perfectly good pre-med degree. Giselle, who is one of our undergrads on the chat right now, is a pre-med student. It also provides opportunities to do other jobs. For instance, many of my peers from undergrad now work on Wall Street or the British equivalent and earn a lot more money than I do. So there's lots of things you can do with a physics degree. Next slide, please. So I mentioned that we have research and that our students all have access to doing research. You can do research across all sorts of different topics, from astrophysics all the way through to theoretical condensed matter. There can be overlap between the two. And we try to encourage all of our undergrads to do this, and certainly it is available for anybody who is interested. Next slide, please. Just to give you an idea of what sort of jobs people do, I already mentioned a few. A lot go into engineering. Engineers need a lot of physics. We have more physics. And so we have problem-solving skills that are a little different and complementary to other engineers. A lot of people go into sort of computer systems because we end up developing a lot of those skills. A lot of people go into other STEM jobs, national labs. So we actually have graduates that work at NASA and other places like SpaceX and things like that. And then there are non-STEM jobs or sort of tangential jobs like teaching or in museums. And so there's a lot of different things that you can do. It's also a perfectly good pre-law degree, so you can go anywhere from a physics degree. And you can see in the figure on the right where we fall in terms of starting salaries. You actually start out in around the 40 to 70,000 range as a starting salary coming out with a physics degree. So it's a pretty good place to start. Next slide, please. Nice, slow down. Okay, I'm going to assume you can see the next slide, even though I can't. So we actually have a whole bunch of different organizations, student organizations, clubs. There it is. Including the Society of Physics Students, which is a national organization. We have a chapter here. Our president, Richard Tarbell, is actually one of the students on chat, and Sigma Pi Sigma is the honor society affiliated with the SPS. And our chapter of SPS has been recognized by the national organization for several years now. We also have Rowdy Women in Physics. I mentioned that we have quite a few women faculty. We also have quite a few women students. And Giselle is one of the people who runs Rowdy Women in Physics. And they do all sorts of things that help to empower women, not just talking about physics, but talking about how to negotiate and all sorts of challenges that you face if you are in a minority in physics, which you are if you're a woman. We also have a brand new club that is astronomy. And so that's building up to a whole bunch of different activities. We have an observatory on campus that they work with, but also doing other outreach events. One of the things that Astronomy Club will be really heavily involved in is the next total solar eclipse that will be visible from the US. That will be in 4 years, almost exactly. It's April 8th, 2024. So while you're at UTSA, you will get to witness a total solar eclipse. And if you're part of our program and working with the Astronomy Club, you can help everybody else to understand why solar eclipses are so important to science. The other club that isn't mentioned on here is we have a graduate student physics society, and they actually participate in an annual event that used to be just engineers, but now physics is involved, and I'm hoping we can get our undergrad clubs involved as well. It is the pumpkin smash, where you have to build a trebuchet. If you want to see the video of the trebuchet, it's on YouTube. Hopefully someone will post it in the chat too. But basically, our graduate students built a trebuchet and flung a pumpkin so far that it went the entire length of the huge parking lot that we were using. And that's something that, you know, obviously everybody wants to be involved in building trebuchets to fling pumpkins. So come and join us in physics. Thank you.
Thank you. So that was a very nice presentation from all the department within the College of Sciences. We still have time for questions, and I know that Tracy Lopez is on the host, will be helping with this. Also, I want to emphasize that Laura Hoffman is also on the chat, and she will be helping with the General College of Sciences question. Tracy?
Good morning. Just looking at the chat. We had some really great questions. Let's see here if we see anyone that haven't. Go ahead and type in your question, and we'll have our presenters help and answer today.
Tracy, I saw a number of questions about minors, whether students can do more than one minor. So if any of the chat people or presenters can address that, that would be great. I saw several questions on that.
I have a student here that asked, I'm wanting to major in meteorology. Is that possible at UTSA? What would be a good substitute since we don't offer meteorology at UTSA? We also have someone asking if there's anyone they can talk to if they have doubts about computer science.
This is Janice Bush. About the meteorology, you might look at the Department of Geography, which is in the Liberal and Fine Arts. And while they don't have a specific meteorology degree, they do have some courses that align with that.
Thank you.
And to answer the computer science question, you can always email us at cs at, I'm going to type it in the chat, cs@utsa.edu with any of your questions, concerns, what can you do with CS. We also have a full PowerPoint presentation on the UTSA Day app. If you go to the virtual resources, it's about, I think, 40 slides long, which has a lot more information than what was gone over today. So yeah, you can always email us, and I'll be happy to go over with you any concerns you might have.
Someone's asking if there's an IS program in business.
Yes, there is. This isn't the College of Business talk, but yes, there is a degree in information systems, which is a little different from computer science. And again, we can go over that via email if you want to know the difference between the programs.
Any last questions? This is the time to type them in. If not, we'll go ahead and close up this session.
So, in the next slide, we have the number of the email for the different department and the general email for the College of Sciences. So please reach us out. This presentation will be available, in the Students Resource Hub, so you can download it and see all the different the details of the things that the different presenters provided. Next slide. As a reminder, don't forget to fill out the survey on the UTSA Day app for the chance to win a free UTSA t-shirt. Again, we want to thank you all the presenters and all the attendees and students. Certainly we hope that you consider UTSA. I put a background there of our campus so that you can see we have a beautiful campus, and we hope to see you here in the fall. So thank you and have a great day.